Hi, hello, welcome to BEL English. There is an abroad job open for anyone who can apply for it. So it's a job opening available in Canada, and it's a farm work which is being provided by Sandhu Farm Limited. So this is a company which has its presence in Canada, and they are quite positioned in British Columbia. And this farm is related to fruits and vegetables, which the company has its own farm and looking for someone as a supervisor for the farm. And this opening is recently posted and is still open. And the number of available positions is three. And the minimum education requirement is high school. So the language required is English, and the start date, the commencement of service, is as soon as possible since the company is looking urgently for people to join them immediately. And it's a full-time job and a permanent job which should pay you somewhere like $22 every hour. And the work, a number of hours would be somewhere like 40 hours, like ranging from 35, 40 hours per week. So this is a detail of the position. I've given the details in the below description box for you to cross check and apply for this position. So you can use the reference link provided. If you're new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe. The company name is Sandhu Farm Limited and the job title is Farm Supervisor, and the term of employment is permanent, full-time, and overtime is also entertained and you'll be paid extra for it. It's a day evening shift and during the weekend as well. So that is how the job nature would be. You might be expected to work at least 40 hours a week. That could be somewhat like rotational, can be a day, can be sometimes overtime, and sometimes evening shift as well. And probably during the weekends also you might be obliged to do some services that would not exceed the 40 hours of working duration per week. If you are willing to work in excess to 40 hours also, you can very well do them. You'll be entitled for a wage rate of $22 per hour. So the vacancies is three, and the anticipated start date is as soon as possible since the company is looking for someone to join them immediately. And the education qualification they are looking for is high school. So it's more than enough if you are having a qualification of minimum high school. And the experience they're looking for is at least 1 to 2 years of relevant experience. So it's a farm, so naturally similar kind of experience is being expected from you. It could be related to veggies and the organic goods or even to the livestock goods. So it's all like the farm related experience is being expected. Similar to supervising experience is mandatory. The benefit they provide on top of this regular wages is the accommodation would be provided at a cost of $30 per week, and the relocation expense and medical insurance for the first 3 months is covered for the employee if it is required. Okay, so these things would be taken care by you for up to 3 months if at all you are looking for them. So relocation charges $30 per week for the accommodation, and your medical expenses, that is the medical insurance, would be covered for 3 months. So job duties are like manage all the job duties for general farm workers. You have to manage the general farm workers daily routines, and then supervise the procedures to maintain crop health and welfare. So you have to supervise the procedures and make sure the protocols are being followed appropriately. Supervise and oversee the growing and other crop related operations. So of course, since it's all like vegetation and the crop growth, you are concerned to look at their growing ratio and other crop related operations. Supervise maintenance of infrastructure, equipment and supplies. So you have to supervise those infrastructure things and equipments which are in transit, which are being procured or which are in place as a stock material, and the supplies of course. Develop work schedules and establish procedures. You are also obliged to do some procedures, create some procedures, develop the schedules. You have to make sure other people are adhering, the other end workers, the farm workers are adhering to the protocols and procedures which you are creating. Ensure farm safety. Of course, safety and security is very essential for any kind of job, and since being a supervisor, you're very much obliged to do those things. And maintain quality control and production record. So you have to maintain the quality control. So you have to make sure that the crops are properly grown and the growth is being properly monitored, and you are managing with those supplies, and the quality is maintained as per the standards which is being expected by the employer, and the production records are also maintained. So essential skills, so working with others. So you have to be more of a person who work with the people, who mingle with the team, and shouldn't be an individual performer or a individual person without anyone's without seeking anyone's assistance. You should be in a position to mingle with the team and easy go-getter with the team. And you have to be a problem solver, decision making, critical thinking, and continuous learning. You have to, like, continuous learning is something which everyone would look for. In spite of being whatever position you are into, you are obviously expected to learn things at every stage of your professional experience, because that is the only thing that makes you to grow, nurture your entire growth throughout your career. So that's being expected from you. The work conditions and physical capabilities are a repetitive task. That will be like a monotonous task which you might be performing, like physically demanding, standing for extended period. Of course, being a supervisor in the farm, you're supposed to stand and roam around and supervise people to make sure they are doing proper work and things are being followed properly, the procedures and the protocols, and bending, crouching, and kneeling. Work environment would be outdoor, wet or damp. So that will be completely outdoor, wet or damp, and dusty, rain or shine, and hot, cold weather. And candidates should be physically able and willing to work on the farm in rain or sun or shine. So it's obvious that people would expect farm workers to work during, irrespective of the climatic conditions outside, because the crops are much dependent on daily procurements and daily harvesting. So that has to be sent to different locations to the buyers, so that things would reach them as fresh, and that is when the products reaches different end customers, and that is when your product is going to grow and reach the market altogether. So that's why the employer would look for people who can work irrespective of the weather condition, and refraining from the personal preferences while working in the farm. So that's the reason they're looking for people who can work on the farm altogether throughout the days, and irrespective of their personal preferences. And they're willing to pay you $22 per hours and minimum of 40 hours per week. I've given the detail of this particular post in the below description box. There you have email address as well as the postal address for you to send in email or mail. The application procedure is either you have to send an email for them, and or you have to send a mail to their postal address. You can apply for it and look for them to get back to you on this position. Create a resume, updated resume with the relevant experience, and have sufficient references mentioned in them, and then send it across, and that would definitely knock the position. So all the best, guys. Try it out. So we'll see you soon with another new job opening. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and definitely that will help them out. So subscribe to our channel and click that bell button so that you'll receive video updates continuously. Yeah, see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.